Today, we're going to see what we got in the mail. Stay tuned. Welcome back to My Third Life. Today we're going to go through some mail that I got. I ordered some comic books, got some comic books for free, and something that's not a comic book. So I'm going to show you what that's all about. So first of all, we'll talk briefly about where to get comic books. I mean, obviously, you can go to your local comic book shop, or you can go online to eBay. There's actually several places you can buy books online besides eBay. There's heritage auctions for probably more expensive books. And there's a relatively new place called Whatnot. I don't actually know how long they've been out, but I've only known about them for a couple of months now. Whatnot is a live auction site. So when you list something on eBay, it might go for 5 days, 7 days, 10 days, whatever, and then people can bid on it during that time. With Whatnot, you have a host, and he puts things up for auction, like the comic book or whatever collectible you're looking for, and they'll start a timer and a starting price. It's pretty popular these days to do a $1 start, and the timer will go maybe a minute, maybe 30 seconds, maybe 15 seconds. It may be sudden death where it just runs down and that's it. Or you may have more of a style where it adds, say, 8 seconds each time somebody puts in a new bid. So what we're looking at today is some things I've ordered both on Whatnot and on eBay. And I'm going to show you some examples of good packaging and some examples of what you should not do when you're packaging and shipping a comic book. So first of all, there's, I'd say, 3 main dealers that I order from on Whatnot. The first would be Bry's Comics. And Bry has, when he does his shows, sometimes he'll do a giveaway at the end of his show. He takes everybody who's bought something and everyone who's won a giveaway and puts their name into a random drawing for a bigger prize at the end of the show. So I was in one of his last shows. I didn't win a giveaway, so I went ahead and ordered from his Buy It Now section, and this is what I got. So it's Grimm #1, and this is what's called the trade dress version, if you don't know. That just means it has the title, the issue number, the publisher, some of the artists or writers. And then you have what's called the Virgin edition. And this is actually the Bry's Comics exclusive Virgin edition of Grimm #1. And the artist, the cover artist, is Zoo Orzu, and it does come with a certificate of authenticity. It's limited to 1,000 copies worldwide. So that's what I got from Bry's. It's $15 for this pack, and you know, that's basically was to get me an entry into the big prize at the end. So, and I didn't win, but that's okay. The next one that I order from and watches shows a lot is Comic Tom, and he actually is here in Washington State where I am. So it's pretty quick shipping when I get something from him. Now, I mentioned giveaways, and I've been on Whatnot, you know, as a buyer for, I don't know, a couple of months, 2 or 3 months. And I keep seeing people win these giveaways. You know, the host can give away whatever they want. I've seen some pretty incredible giveaways for big milestone shows. And once they start the giveaway, it starts a 5-minute timer. They can set it off before that, but Once it hits 5 minutes, it goes. But you actually have to enter the giveaway. You have to push a button that says enter giveaway. But the weird thing is it's only on mobile. You can view the auction. You can bid on a desktop or laptop. But to enter the giveaway, you have to be on a mobile device. It's strange. So I keep seeing all these people win giveaways, and sometimes they'll win multiple times. I've seen multiple occasions where the same person would win in the same show twice, even 3 times. It's crazy. It happens a lot, and we're talking out of hundreds of people sometimes. So anyway, I was on Comic Tom's feed, and I won. I couldn't believe it. My name popped up. And then the very next show that I watched a few days later, I won again. So this is what I won in the first giveaway. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I guess they're making a comeback now. I don't really know. I never really got into Power Rangers. That was kind of after my time. I think I was already in college maybe. I was early mid-90s. So they were never my thing, but it's a pretty cool cover. And yeah, I guess they're coming back maybe. I don't know. Then the next show, I won again. Now, I guess I should have explained at the beginning why all of these are already open. I mean, I was going to do the unboxing on camera, and I did, but somehow that footage was lost. So this is actually the second take. I'm having to re-record everything. So it's all already open, obviously. So, but I mean, I'm sure some of you, I mean, does it really matter? Do people really want to see me actually open a box, or do they just care about what's inside the box? Let me know down in the comments. I don't know. So in the giveaway was also this. It's some kind of print. It looks like the Falcon as Captain America, $4.95 out of 1,500. I'm not really sure what the significance is of that. I probably missed that explanation on the show. But yeah, that came with it also. And then the next show, I won again. I couldn't believe it. So I haven't won twice in one show yet, like I was talking about, but now I've won in 2 different shows. And so this is what I got. It's called Damn Them All, #1, Comic Tom exclusive cover. And I don't really know anything about it, but I'll give it a read later. And it also came with another print as well. So I guess that's just a thing he's doing. Sending out these prints. I'm not really sure what they're from, but they're pretty cool. And then I did actually go ahead and buy this Amazing Spider-Man 800 with the John Romita cover. Might as well give the guy some business. I have bought from him before, and it was on sale. I paid $10 for this. I think I'm going to go ahead and try and collect all of the hundreds. I have. I'll show you. I'll be right back. I have the Amazing Spider-Man 900, and that's got a Peach Momoko cover, which I really like. Peach Momoko. And so yeah, so I've got the 900. Now I've got the 800. I think I'm going to try and collect all the hundreds. I'm not sure where we're at right now on the legacy. They kind of started over with the numbering. It's like I said, I've been out of the comic book world for like 30 years, and they've restarted series and restarted again and restarted again. But what they did is, so like this is number 6, right? But right up here under the 6, it says Legacy 900. So they are kind of still continuing the old numbering system, but yet starting over. I'm not really sure what the explanation is, why they're doing that. I guess just because people feel like, I can't really come in and catch up if I'm already 900 issues behind. So, that makes sense. So the next thing I wanted to show you and touch on was packaging. So there is one more book that I got. This one from eBay. And it wasn't from anybody that I do business with regularly. It's just they had a comic I wanted. Green Lantern 141. Right back here. This is actually one that I wanted for a while. It's the first appearance of Omega Man. It's not a huge key, a minor key, but something I've wanted for a while. And Omega Man 3 is trending up big time because it's the first appearance of another character called Lobo, who is rumored to possibly be getting played by Jason Momoa at some point, maybe in the future. It's all speculation, so who knows. But anyway, so I got Green Lantern 141. I figured I'd better get it before there's like spillover speculation. So, it's not a great copy. It's probably I don't know, let's take a look. It's really got a lot of fading, a lot of spine ticks. And spine ticks, if you don't know, are these little creases down along the spine. So, and there's a lot of color rub, color missing. The back's really dirty, but it's fine. I knew what condition it was in when I got it. I just wanted like a reader copy. So, but here's the thing. This is pretty much the standard of what comic book dealers send their books in. So you open this up and there's this little inner well book sets in there, and there's room for several books. So what happens if you're only sending one is people will fill that extra space so it doesn't move around, because if you close all this up, you don't want that book to be sliding around. And like I said, Bryce and Comic Tom, the dealers, they do a good job of packaging. Now, this person that I bought from, I'm gonna guess isn't a dealer, at least I hope not. It's just somebody that had a comic book. They sent me this in just the bag, right? Just inside the bag alone. So there's really no support. It's pretty flimsy. Okay, I guess, if you're not a comic person, you don't know, but just for information, the very least you should do is have your comic books in a bag and board that provides some support so you don't get spine ticks and creases and bends. But here's the thing. It was also sent in this, which is basically a photo mailer. Now, this has a little bit of rigidity to it, but I can tell you for a fact from 20 years as a mail carrier that even though it says do not bend, this will still fit in a mailbox. Let's picture a mailbox like this, right? Typical mailbox. It's not going to go in there unless just get a little bit of roll and that slides right in. And it is what it is. I worked for the post office for 20 years, and they are very, very much more concerned about how long it takes than the condition of the mail when it gets to you. So I just chop that little bit of wisdom on you that they care more about the bottom line than they do your mail. So yeah, don't send a comic book in this. And absolutely put in a backer board. Whether you're storing it at home for yourself or you're sending it to someone else. There's one more thing I got in the mail that I'm going to show you. It's a ball bearing. Why would I have a giant ball bearing? And what does it have to do with comic books? Okay, so I recently bought my own press to press comics and started cleaning and pressing comics. What does that have to do with this? Well, sometimes you get little divots or indentations in a cover that you can't quite get out with the press. And what you'll do is you'll use this to roll that out, kind of a spot treatment. Now, I mean, I'm no expert. I just got this thing. I haven't used it yet, so I'm still learning. So if I got that wrong, please let me know down in the comments. But that is going to be a future episode where I take you through cleaning and pressing a book and evaluating it and grading it. I mean, as far as like grading goes, this is and in this condition, like a 5.0 maybe even a 4. I mean, it's got a lot of creases, it's got a lot of color rubs, it's got a lot of spine ticks, it's dirty, but it is complete. The cover is attached, but that's a whole other episode on grading comic books. I mean, that's a big deal, and that's not something that I'm real well versed in yet. That's it for today. Just a quick look at what I got in the mail and a little bit of insight into packaging when you're sending or receiving a comic book in the mail. If you like this content, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe, because you never know what kind of content will be next, because I never know what kind of content will be next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again.